Hear everybody.
Why is it the cheese script?
What do you say?
Mind the business that pays you. Yeah. Our people walk in power, we gon' blow up. No fear, no doubt, we gon' show up. Set your boundaries, shine bright, no fright. Unapologetic, we fight for what's right. Family keeper, that's a state of mind. Power protection all by design. Family keeper, we rise, we shine. Power protection all by design. Mind the business that pays you.
Hey, welcome back, Mindsetters. I'm your host, Monique Danielle Harrell, CEO of Singleton Builders, and you are tuned in to Mind the Business That Pays You podcast, where we have conversations about entrepreneurs building income and impact.
And yes, welcome back, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hopefully, if you're around snow, you're staying warm. I am Jill Mabel Beecham, CEO of CRJ Squeaky Clean, a family business.
And I'm Rochelle V. Gray of Power Elite Mail at the Genius Grid. And I'm mad because I'm having technical difficulties tonight.
That's all right. That's what CEOs do.
Oh, yeah, you gotta pivot. You gotta pivot. Yeah.
And we're live, so everything is what it is. So we just gonna press on. You doing fine. We have a great show lined up for you today. Our special guest is Jerrita McClain. She's going to be here. Our topic is the business of insurance and legacy building. If our conversations resonate with you and align with your mission, make sure you go into the the description, and like us on our YouTube channel. We do this every Thursday for people trying to build something real. So let's get into it, Mindsetters. We're going to talk about my CEO check-in. And my CEO check-in today is 12 businesses that can work without you. For people looking for a second hustle, another income, you have a second one, you're looking for a third one, then Mindset is coming a little closer because we need to talk. So here's 12 businesses that you can run that you don't have to just be there daily and run it yourself. First one is owning real estate. As you know, that's what I do. So you could do short-term rentals. You got a multifamily. You could do transitional housing, foster care. It's a whole bunch of different things you could do, even if you do it out of the home that you already live in and that you already own. So if you have other rental properties, you could just do different things. But that's one way of making money in your sleep, as I call it. Second one is owning a vending machine, ATMs, all those type of things operate without you actually being there. They operate through systems, which I know Juma would love.
I love it, yes.
They operate through systems. So that's another one that you could do. Third one is, have anybody ever tried creating digital products like ebooks? Rochelle has an ebook. I'm doing my ebook. I'm an author. Anything with ebook courses, templates, or memberships that can be sold repeatedly. Now you're making money while you sleep. Fourth thing is, what would it look like to own a box truck business? We had a guest on here, Lamar, with Lamar's Truck Sales. You can have drivers, logistic companies, be runners for certain names, and I ain't gonna say like Amazon. You could do a whole bunch of things for the giants where you could hire other people, buy these trucks, and now the business is working for you without you actually working for the business. Fifth thing is, what about insurance, property management, or subscription services? Insurance business, like some people are into. Somebody, whose phone have that feedback? Oh, anyway. Again, this is live, everyone. Someone's phone has feedback, but it's okay. An insurance business. That's another business with reoccurring businesses. Property management. You could go into managing other people's properties. All these things, you can bring people underneath you, and you don't actually have to be there yourself to make the money while you sleep. Number 6, you can own your cleaning or janitorial business, like Juma does, where you can hire subcontractors. So you don't have to actually go out and do every business on your own. You hire your subcontractors. You use your system automation, and everything is done behind the scenes. The 7th thing is that you could do to make money while you sleep. Again, I'm going over 12 businesses that can work without you. The next one is, have you ever thought of, and most people probably haven't, billboard company, parking lot companies,
Ooh.
storage facilities, land leases. If you own any of these things, you could make money in your sleep. Land, you could rent to other people to put different businesses there. Your storage facilities, you have your parking lots where you could get a parking lot. You may already own some land or space. You can have trucks parked there. It's a whole bunch of things you could do. So just start putting your little thinking caps on. The 8th thing that you could do to make money in your sleep is own a car rental company. What I mean by that, look at Toro. You have some extra cars lying around. You have some nice cars lying around. Go ahead and do Toro. Now your cars are working for you to make money to pay them car notes. Because if you got one of those type of cars, you got a big car note. Am I right? Y'all already
You're
know
right.
in the amen corner.
Amen.
The 9th thing is, what about e-commerce or wholesale businesses? Like even in real estate, be a broker. You have find the buyer that's willing to sell. You come in the middle. At the end, you find the end buyer. You just brokered a deal together. You never was the owner. You didn't bring money to the table. It's a lot of businesses you could do like that are wholesale businesses. And you could do that in any business. Long as everyone agrees with what's happening, those businesses are definitely good business to know about. The 10th one is, have you ever thought about owning a franchise? You may own a McDonald's or Blimpie. What's the other one? Subways. It's a whole bunch of businesses that people have 401ks or money lying around. You don't know what to do. Start a franchise business. They already have a reputation. It's not as hard as starting from ground up. Number 11, you could build a credit repair or a credit education business. Again, that's through building systems, automation, like what Juma does. You find people, the system do the work. You input the information, voila. Get some people that's already doing it, link up with them. Now you have a credit repair service business. And the last one I came up with was, have you explored property preservation business? That's managing contracts from banks. So you get in there, you go in there, you get a contract with a bank that's property management. It's a lot of houses that are vacant. They need people to watch these houses to take care of them. You can start a business like that, subcontract out with actual contractors, and now you're making money while you sleep. So again, I'm Monique Danielle Harrell. My CEO check-in is how to make money while you sleep. 12 businesses that can work without you. If you're building a business that pays, you need to make money while you sleep, of course, like as I said, and if you step away from your business for like 30 days and your business can't run, then you're in the wrong business. So if you want to check me out, I'm a custom modular builder, SingletonBuildersLLC.com.
That's some great pointers there. I will
thanks.
also add where you can make money in your sleep is software, right? So
See, you know I ain't in that automation thing, so that's a good. But that's good.
what I
yeah.
do for people also in my spare time is I create forms. I get a lot of people ask me to make calculated spreadsheets
true.
where they track their personal stuff. Right. You know, you don't have to use paper. I know you like paper. But or like forms for your businesses. I create documents. So that is something else that's an easy market to do because everybody needs these items, and you know, you need the skills, but it's still something that you can do in your sleep that people will use.
Absolutely.
You know, and it won't go away. So another thing is, and I'll bring it into my CEO check-in, is, as you said, e-commerce. So one thing I was thinking about with the cleaning businesses, with the subcontractors, they're responsible to have their own cleaning products. So why don't I create my own store to have them buy their cleaning products from me?
That's what
Something
I'm
that
talking
just
about.
popped up
Uh-huh.
in my
That's what I'm
brain.
talking about. That's what
So-
this
That's
is
smart.
supposed to do. Get people going when we
Yeah.
have these conversations.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But my CEO check-in for today is marketing through education. So did you know that businesses, and this is for any type of business, when you educate your customers through content marketing, you're 3 times more likely to build their trust and loyalty. And what that means is a lot of businesses, we start off, you want to sell your product, what you're doing. So example, my cleaning business, I do deep cleaning, I do regular cleaning, I do construction cleanups, I do, last minute cleanup, whatever it is. But when I do my flyers to market, a lot of people don't want to hear about your service itself. It's common sense sometimes, right? But you want to educate them. So when it comes to my marketing tips, I had to start doing the did you know? Did you know you can do XYZ? Did you know you could take a dryer sheet and clean your baseboards?
Right.
Maybe some people don't know that. Trust me, I didn't know that, and it works.
Right.
I tried
It's
it.
true.
So it's
It's true. I learned that.
So it's educating through your business, not just advertising what you do.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so it expands out your audience. So your clients, they know already, again, cleaning the house is cleaning the house, common sense.
Right.
But you want to get a feel from how they really relate to your business. And that's one way through marketing is to educate them so that they can understand, what you're talking about.
Absolutely.
You have something more to offer. And some examples is you can create a short video before and after cleaning or before and after construction, or
Absolutely.
it may be through Rochelle through your ebooks. You could do a before
Absolutely.
and after, before that, your product. Another one is, again, sharing tips. Like for me, how to prevent mold, how to remove tough stains. Some people, even though it seems simple, may not know the tips and tricks.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've learned a lot in the last 5-6 months. So this kind of content, it creates a lot of positivity. It puts you in a good position to show your brand. And when someone needs a cleaning service, such as my service here, they remember your company. So whatever you're educating them on, they remember you more than just, again, going for the marketing strategy just to say, I clean houses, right? It opens it up. So the resolution, if you don't know how, it starts small. Pick a platform, whatever you want to use for your marketing, and focus on educating your customers no matter what business you're in. So that is my CEO check-in today. Again, CRJ Squeaky Clean. And my website is www.crjsqueakyclean.com.
And you know what? To piggyback off of that, when I had the hair salon business, that's exactly what built us up 100 customers a week. Because when someone came in there, I explained to them why you need a trim, why I'm giving you a deep conditioner, why when you get your relaxer done, we're going to get you on the schedule for doing relaxer, trim, deep conditioner. So now I explained to them what's going on. So now they trust me because what I'm explaining to them actually worked.
Right.
I didn't just say, sit in my chair, girl, you need a trim. You need it. No, tell people, like you said, what it's for. You educate them and they'll trust you.
Yep.
Yeah, it definitely
Absolutely.
works.
Because
In any
people feel
business.
empowered when we do that.
Yeah.
You really empower them.
Absolutely. That's true.
And they see you as different. Because like you said, most people don't do that. How many times have you gone to a shop and someone explained to you what they were doing?
Right.
How about never?
Right. That's true.
So I don't know about the mindsetters. That's why I was on YouTube seeing who was up there, but I learned something every week from being even a part of this show. So
Absolutely.
I'm hoping that they do too. Well, here I am, Rochelle B. Gray, with my CEO check-in. And my check-in is how to stop feeling like you're failing your scholar while you're building your bag. So let's be real. Entrepreneurs and business owners carry a quiet guilt. Am I winning in business but losing at home? You're grinding, scaling, chasing vision, but your scholar is struggling with focus, confidence, grades, or direction. The pain point it's not like a loss of love. It's a lack of time, clarity, and a system. You want your child to win in school and in life. And right now it feels like the scoreboard is off. Well, here are 4 power moves to flip the script. Number 1, entrepreneurs, build a scholar system fast. Not just good intentions. I'm going to do it tomorrow. But create a simple weekly check-in with goals, grades, habits, and mindset. Number 2, stop managing and start coaching. Just like in business, your scholar needs a coach, not just a supervisor. And you like that? It's true though.
Yes.
Ask what's working, what's hard, what's your next move. You're training a thinker, not just a completer.
That's right.
3, discover their genius. Ding, 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 ding.
There you go.
Not just their grades.
Right.
Every child, every adult has a power zone. When scholars know their strengths, school stops feeling like a punishment and starts feeling like a pathway. Number 4, turn family time into growth time. Your dinners, your drives in the car, your downtime can become leadership labs. Talk purpose, decisions, mistakes, and wins. That's legacy building in real time. And my company, the Genius Grill, can help you with all of that.
That's right. That's right.
So you're not failing your scholar. You're just ready for a smarter strategy. Let's raise scholars who think, lead, and win while you build the empire. That's my CEO check-in. I'm Rochelle V. Gray, helping you with all of those strategies above. And you can find me at www.ceorochelle.com.
Well,
Awesome.
all right. That
Yes.
was awesome to hear. I'm sure a lot of parents can appreciate that because it is kind of hard being an entrepreneur, working hours, building, because it takes a lot when you're building a new business, as we
It's
all
true.
know, because we own them. And then you have your kids, you know, on the other hand, and your husband and everybody else you may have, and it gets a little difficult. So those were great pointers that you gave. Appreciate you, girl.
All right. Thank you. I
Well, we'll
appreciate your coaching.
right back with our special guest today, Jerrita McClain. And our topic of the day is the business of insurance and legacy building. So we'll be right back.
I woke up this morning, got up out of my bed. I looked around, this is what I said. Thank you, Lord, for another day. All the blessings just in my way. I could have been dead, sleeping in my grave. But you told it, get back and get hey. Ooh-wee, another blessing. Ooh-wee, another blessing. Ooh-wee, another blessing. Ooh-wee, another blessing.
Hey, Mindsetters, we are back. We are back. We are back. And so excited to introduce our guest of the evening. Juma, take the floor.
All right. So our guest today is Miss Jerrita L. McClain. Jerrita is a multi-state licensed life insurance agent. She is a CEO of the JAM agency. What does that mean? Jesus and me. I love it. She is also chairs of a nonprofit organization, No Low Support Services, which is No One's Left Out. So let's take a moment and welcome Jerrita.
Welcome, welcome,
Hey.
welcome. How are you?
Hello. Good
Hey,
evening.
my friend,
Good
Mrs.
evening.
Star.
It's a
How are
pleasure
ya?
having you.
Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
glad to be here. I'm very glad to be here.
Now, we want to start out
How's
with how
everyone?
did you come up with that name, Jam?
Well, I don't know if you noticed, I was going to change my name on my screen, but
Okay.
my husband and I, we're co-owners of the business.
Mhm.
So it started out with that because his name's Anthony. So we had Jerrita and Anthony McClain, but then it got a little deeper for me because I was the only one out there at first.
Oh, okay.
And he later joined me in the business. So before he came, it was me and Jesus.
I know
And
that's right. I know
and I
that's
decided to make it Jesus and me because he goes in before I do, right?
all right. All right.
Into every situation. Yeah. So that's
All
where it
right.
came from.
Love
Okay.
it. Love it.
Oh, I ain't want to just jump right in again. I thought one of y'all was gonna go, so I was like, I'm trying to take up all her
That's
time.
awesome.
And I'm trying
So
to
what?
give y'all space because I know her. So
So what does your organization or your business? What do you do? I know you do insurance. Could you give our mindsetters a
Yes,
background
y'all
on what
see, I
type of
got my props
insurance?
on.
I
So, these
see
these go out in
that.
the world with me everywhere I go because they're great, conversation starters.
Right.
I'm actually a final expense specialist first.
Okay.
So I help families with the worst day of their life, having to deal with funeral planning.
Mm-hmm.
We all passing through here. So that's an
Yes.
absolute fact. So that's why it's the one that I do more primarily than any other because I'm able to take care of more people under that particular line of coverage than any other. So
Mm-hmm.
final expense is my baby. That's my bread and butter. That's where primarily I flow my business through. I am a broker, so I offer multiple different types of insurances, but it all starts with that for me because every single person I come in contact with, it has one thing in common with each other. We all gonna die one day.
Absolutely.
So
Right. Right.
we make sure that everybody can be put down with dignity, with some class, and at the lowest possible cost. These funeral homes are getting real rich off of people's grief.
Mm-hmm.
So we do our best to help aid families, help them with the pricing, help them with all the decisions. A lot of times they don't realize those flowers, over there are $800. These are 1,800. They're not going to tell you
Right.
that. They just
Right.
going to put the ones in your face that you like, right? So
Okay.
we
Okay.
just help the family because they're very emotional.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you're emotional, when you make emotional purchases, you spend more money. I think we can
Yes.
agree on that.
Yes. Yes.
I was very
Absolutely.
emotional when I bought this bag over here. I'm thinking about taking it back, right? Uh, it, I was
That's
I was
right.
extremely emotional, but in a good way, right?
Right.
Contemplating on other things I could have dealt
Right.
with that, right? So, but
Absolutely.
when we are emotional, that's just a part of the process. And
Yes.
there's no bigger emotion than grief.
Mm-hmm.
And you trying to figure out how to budget and spend money while you're grieving the person that you love dearly. So
Absolutely.
so let me ask you, as a business owner, how should we think differently
Mhm.
about burial insurance compared to having traditional life insurance that we take money out to bury?
I think
How
for
should we think
screen
differently about
absolutely.
that?
folks. Oh, there you go. Okay.
There's an absolute difference, and I try to make sure everybody understand there are different insurances for different things,
Okay.
right? I hear a lot of people tell me, "Oh, I got insurance," and I'm like, "That's great.
Right.
That is amazing. It's not going to be in your family's hands in time to bury you, though."
That's
Right.
true.
So,
That's right.
everything has its purpose. So,
Okay.
the purpose for final expense is so that those immediate monies are there when a person dies. Oftentimes people only think that it's the actual death, but there's a lot of costs that are tied to people's death. If you die in an
Mm-hmm.
ER or an ambulance now, your family automatically has to get an autopsy done on you. That's an
What?
out-of-pocket cost for them, no matter what the cause of
Really?
death was. Thank you, Republicans. So,
Really?
but we
Wow.
we
What?
we do our best to sure, yeah, because it's a way to turn hospitals more into a business first than an actual care facility.
Mm.
So yeah, they that's an out-of-pocket cost for the family. It has to be done within, hours of the death. So those are monies that have to be
Wow.
scraped together quickly.
Can you
If you
give
are
us
out of state, of course, there's
a example of a
um
cost for that? Like, what would be a estimate cost for something like that? That's a surprise
it could be anywhere
expense.
from it varies from state to state and county to
Okay.
county and really from
Oh.
hospital to hospital, right?
Wow. Okay.
So, but it could be anywhere from $400 to $1,700 for an autopsy,
Yep.
depending
Okay.
on
Okay.
where they are, and that's a
Wow.
cost that's got to be done right now, right? If you die at home, there's a cost to take you out of your own house.
Mhm.
There's a cost
Really?
for that,
Yeah. Wow.
right?
Oh, Oh
There's a
no, I
cost
didn't
for
know
that.
that.
So those are costs that have to be paid out by somebody.
Yeah.
Right away,
And when you have a
immediately.
plan, oh yes, and people just, this is where those GoFundMe pages start popping up. Why? Because all of these things have to be paid for, not now, but right now.
Right,
But what
right.
they don't realize is that's a business as well. So GoFundMe
Wow.
keeping a portion of the money that they raise for you
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right,
because that's their business,
right,
Right.
right?
right.
Right.
So, but then people are often misled thinking, oh, I raised $10,000, but then when
Right.
they send you 7,000,
Right.
if they kept three for themselves,
Right,
Right.
because
doing the
it's a
work for you,
business. Right,
Mm-hmm.
right, right.
they don't think about those things. So we make sure that everything is handled. The company I work for, I was not aware of it when my grandmother died. She
Mm-hmm.
had the plan that I now market today. I was not in on any of that. I wasn't doing this work back then,
Right.
none of that. But my mother was the one that solidified for me that I was doing God's work right now. And I was doing what he called me to do because I'm able to truly help people and really sleep at night knowing that I'm actually truly helping them.
Wow.
They saved my family over almost $6,000 for my grandmother's funeral when she passed away.
Wow.
So it was a significant savings, and it was enough to where, the family was able to do some other things
Right,
without still
right.
having to come out of their pocket anything. It's not really about how much insurance you got; it's about how much your family can save.
Mhm.
Absolutely,
And when you
absolutely.
have, especially through these jobs, the number one thing I hear is, "Oh, I got insurance through my job."
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
love when somebody says
I'm finding out. Let me
Why
tell
that
you.
doesn't work
that.
well? What? That doesn't
Well,
work?
well, here's the thing. If you had insurance on someone because they own those policies,
Right.
Okay.
the purpose of them is to make sure that you don't leave them in a negative place.
Oh.
So, uh,
Oh.
yeah,
Oh.
but they're not
Oh,
going
they
to
looking
explain
out for
it that
them.
way,
That's true.
right?
Mm-hmm.
It's to cover their butts. They're not really that concerned with your family. It's your responsibility to have something for them, especially if you're someone that takes equipment home and
Uh-huh.
things like that. You'll
Uh-huh.
notice that they'll offer you more in insurance than they will someone that never has anything remotely physically tied to the company
Mm.
because
Ah.
they're going to get paid out first,
Okay.
right?
So are
And
you
then
talking
they
about the
disperse to your,
job that you work for? Like
oh,
they're
yes,
gonna get
ma'am.
paid first?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Oh, yes,
Because
ma'am.
they have coverage and they have like blanket policies on us. So
That's
it's
right.
their policies. They get paid
They
first.
own it.
And if we leave or retire, we don't get to take those policies with us.
Oh, you
People don't know
don't.
you
Absolutely
don't
not.
have
And if you
insurance.
die while you work with them and you owe them $1, they're going to
Yep.
get their money
They
before
don't
your
get their
family
money.
is paid.
Mm-hmm.
So let
Yes,
me
ma'am.
try to be clear, Jerrita. For the mindsetters out there who might be thinking like me, are you saying that if you work for a company, they have an insurance policy on you, but it's basically for them and they'll give you whatever's left and you don't have to agree to have this policy or you do have to agree to have it because you have to work for that company, I guess?
Well, if you pick up their insurance, so oftentimes they'll offer
Mhm.
you insurance for really low cost because
Okay.
it's
Right.
considered a group rate,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Oh,
Now,
okay,
That's what
with
it
that
okay.
is.
being said, so it's going to be cheaper because you're paying as part of a group
Group,
of
right,
1,000 people, 5,000 people,
right.
2,200, 9, 47, 22, however it is, it's more than one, right?
Okay, okay.
So it stretches the amount over the group and it breaks it down to a cheaper rate, but you only get a certificate. You don't get a policy. You get a
Really?
certificate that you have to update every year when you redo your benefits every year,
It's true.
Oh,
right?
oh,
And
Yes.
they send you a certificate to say that you have insurance as long as you're an employee of this company.
okay.
What they don't say, and they're not telling your beneficiary this, is if you owe them $1, let me give you an example. Co-worker of mine, I used to work for another company, I shall not name,
Uh-huh.
and I was a sales rep for them. And one of my coworkers died over the weekend. He died at the last CIAA that was here in Charlotte.
Wow.
He
Mm.
was in a car crash that weekend.
Okay.
We said goodbye to him on Friday. Everybody said their goodbyes like normal. He did not make it to work on Monday morning.
Mm.
It took the company 93 days to give his wife his insurance money
No
from his policy
way.
he had at work.
So how was
because
she
when they
supposed to use it if she didn't get it for 93 days to bury him?
it was still they were still passing stuff around to raise money inside of work. You know what I mean? Like all of this was happening, right? Because and now mind you, I knew his wife, so I was able to talk to her
Mm-hmm.
and find out what was the process, what happened, what are they
Right.
saying, right?
Right.
So 93 days later, she got a letter attached to a check. Original policy was for 50,000. She got a check for $38,228. I'll never forget the dollar amount because I was just stunned. Like, wait a minute,
Really?
where's the rest of your money, right?
Right. So the company took it.
They kept almost $12,000 of his money because when he died in the car crash, one of their laptops was in the car with him. One of a couple of other pieces of his equipment from home that he was taking home to work for the weekend was in the car. They got their money back for their equipment,
Are you
right?
kidding me?
Um, they also kept 2 weeks of salary because his butt was not in that seat for those
No.
2 weeks selling product for them.
Are you serious?
Oh
So
my goodness.
until they hired another employee to put in his spot, they kept
Oh.
that part of his salary because
What?
they lost that money that he would have made for them had he been there selling their products.
That's
Now, all this
horrible.
was broke down in the letter in very legal terms,
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
And it took another attorney to decipher it for me. Thank God I got some on my team.
Right.
But I say that to say this. They're not insuring you because they care about you. Insuring you because they have a vested interest in you doing work for them.
It's true.
They're never going to explain it that way, but that's exactly the honest truth. So unless you die owing them nothing, your family's going to get the change left after they are made whole
Wow,
again.
that's terrible.
It's true. It's true. It's sad, and we don't really like my district. I mean, we're 10th largest in the nation. We have over 23,000 employees,
Mhm.
so our insurance is really low compared to what other people. But when you leave,
Mm-hmm.
it's quadruple
Yeah.
because you're not going with a group anymore unless you're doing a business, owning a business, and having more than 5 or 6 people, which I'm going to be doing, thank goodness. But how many of us get to ask those questions and know before we leave? And that's why this is
Exactly.
great for business people that at least even transitioning from being under someone to a business. These are things that they need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And
It is.
like you said about the
Yeah.
expenses of, and I had to
Yeah.
bury my sister. We still had to buy clothes.
Mhm.
We had to buy a lot of
That
things.
is
You
so-
understand what I'm saying? That
Wow.
there wasn't. We didn't get the insurance money yet. You still got to come out your
Mhm.
pocket.
Yeah.
You know. So.
And on average, it takes about at least 45 days to, 6 weeks for everything to process. My company pays out in 24 to 48
I was
hours
going to ask you that.
after a person dies
Okay.
because they know those funds are needed right now.
Right.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So oftentimes people, they're living and trying to just make it day to day. God forbid somebody died tomorrow and rent is due next week, right? Like trying to figure out how to do both and save yourself. God ain't done with you. You still got living to do here, right?
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
it turns into, and I always tell my clients, because on average, our policies are like $60 a month, right? They are not super expensive, and people get the misconception that they are, but we blow more than that on a dinner
Right,
out with
absolutely.
friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I tell my smokers that's 2 packs of cigarettes a week, right? Like we can break that down and make it make sense to them where they are able to put it in their budget.
Yeah.
The younger you are, the cheaper it is.
That's,
Yep,
Once you're
taking all
diagnosed
my
with
questions.
something,
That you good.
Definitely, definitely. And just
Girl,
to piggyback on like what you said about the paying for the
Yeah.
body to be removed, I just buried my dad in June. It
Mhm.
wasn't
Sorry
that
for your
way when I
loss.
buried my mother, but with my father, it was different. I was
Yep.
a $400 bill
Oh yes,
that I
ma'am.
had to
Oh yes,
pay to
ma'am.
get him out the house. Yeah.
Oh yes,
So
ma'am. Oh yes,
I
ma'am. And
learned
they
that
want their
this
money right
last
now.
year.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That, and that's a lot of reason why they love our company because they know they're gonna get their money right away. We pay by cash direct deposit. And another thing, we make sure that nobody knows how much coverage the person has. There's a
Oh, that's
guardrail
good.
because
That's
Right.
good.
when the Yeah, when the insurance companies, well, whoever, whatever they see, most insurance companies send the policy straight to the funeral home.
Yes,
Yep.
that's what I was
Yes,
getting
they
ready to
do.
say.
They
And
do.
then the
Yeah,
funeral
they
home will
do.
call you and
Yeah.
say,
When I was
"We
a
got your
kid.
change left, and it's $22.45
Yeah.
out of a
Right.
$20,000 check,
Because they're going
right?"
to try to spin the
And
whole
they'll say,
thing.
"Ooh, we so glad you didn't owe
Yeah.
us nothing else, girl. We got some change left for you." Right? Like they done did you a service, right?
Right,
But
absolutely.
so
Wow.
with a final expense plan from our company, you never have to worry about them knowing how much insurance you have. And any other insurances you have, we gonna call them too and say, "Hold on, don't send nothing over here. We got this." Right?
Okay.
Send that to the family. Don't send this to the funeral home. Once your social security number goes through the database, to say it's deceased, any policies that you have will come up.
Yep.
They can tie them in. Oftentimes, people have more than one policy with me with the same company, so it'll pull them up. They'll be able to just send one over here. The rest go over there. They don't need to know about all that, right?
And
So
that's
that
The
allows
more
the
they,
family to get
the
money
more they
back.
see, the more they gonna spend.
Yep, and that's
Okay.
exactly again. Monique was with me planning my father's funeral, but I did know that part, and I had 6
Girl.
policies,
Wow.
Yeah.
right? But I had them under different ID numbers registered to
Right.
different people,
Mhm.
but they still saw them.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I did not let them know what I had,
Right.
and
That's
neither
right.
did I have it written down on the funeral paper at all, or the insurance company when they sent the check. They didn't know. They just had a policy ID number, and that was it.
Mhm.
But
Oh yes,
they
it's a
sneaky.
very
Yeah.
the very grimy process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
And I say that with all sincerity because literally, I saw a group of grave diggers and funeral directors celebrating that a potential um, another possible pandemic could come through, right?
Ooh.
Because they were
racked up
making a
on that pay. They
killing.
racked up. I mean,
Oh my
They made a
goodness.
killing,
they
right?
did. Yeah.
And now they see that could possibly happen again. We've been removed from the World Health Organization, so we don't even know what's floating around in the air. If it was something to land, right? We won't know until it lands.
We were
That's
removed.
done
I'm lost a
strategically and
little
on
bit.
purpose.
Can you educate me
So
right now? What are we removed from? I'm a little.
the World Health Organization. So when COVID came about, we were warned about it in advance.
Okay.
You
Yes.
remember when it was
Uh-huh.
stirring up in China
Right.
Yes.
and all the stuff was happening?
Yes.
We were hearing about it before it made its way here.
Yes.
We still wasn't ready because we had people lying to us, but we knew that what was happening. We was hearing the names.
Right. Right.
Now you're not hearing nothing because we've been removed. We've been taken out of the loop.
Wow.
Now it's
Okay.
not until what's the newest flu strand? Y'all don't know.
We
I
don't know.
can't call it out
I don't
either.
know.
Why? Because we've been removed from the database, from the information source that continues to feed it to us, so we'll know what to look for, so we'll know what to prepare for.
So whose fault was
So
that?
this I'm sorry.
Who made that decision?
Yeah.
Who's making
Oh
all
my
the decisions
goodness.
that's harming us and hurting us
Her light went on
globally,
just now.
right?
She was like, "Oh my goodness."
Who's making all the
Wow.
decisions
To
that's
our
harming us and
detriment.
hurting us
To our
globally,
detriment.
right? So
Wow.
that happened January of last year, right? We were taken out of the World
Wow.
Health Organization.
Wow.
Get up, y'all. I'm telling you, this is what we're living,
Listen,
right?
our
I have to
mindset is
educate
don't
my
know
Jesus.
either. I
people.
know it ain't just me. So
Yeah, I have to educate my people because,
yes.
it's not knowledge that's power, it's applied knowledge.
Yes,
Mhm.
So,
absolutely.
there were people that was, that I work with. I was not an agent when COVID came through here, but Lord have mercy. The people that I work with were telling me how many people were literally calling them in panic on the phone because we're programmed to wait till we're knee deep in mess before we ask for a shovel.
Right.
Yeah.
Telling everybody, just don't, certain things you want to be excited about, and having insurance on yourself is something you should be excited about.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's definitely a
So-
mindset.
Yeah, it's definitely a mindset, right? It's like
That's a mindset.
you have to think like that. You can't look at it as a bill. You have to look at it as some insurance to help you out. Like or to help who's left out because you're not even
Right.
gonna be here to
you
know
ain't
what's
gonna
going
know.
on.
Right. Right.
But to help your loved
But
ones
then there
out.
are insurance that'll pay you. There's insurances that will literally pay you for doing the things that that we should be doing anyway, going to see our doctor.
Mm-hmm.
If
Oh,
you
really?
slip and fall and pull your shoulder, they'll send you a
Right.
check for that.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you,
That's insurance.
yeah, if you have to go get a cane because you know, bruised your hip, then you get a check for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you have to spend a night in the hospital, you get a check for that. Like
Wow.
there's
She said you
there's
get a check
insurances for
that.
different things,
Things,
and
right.
a lot of people see them as a bill, and I'm saying you should see it as an investment in yourself.
Absolutely.
And
You
leaving your
know,
family well prepared.
Right.
come on
Yeah.
now,
Well
come on
prepared.
now.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is Master P started his empire off of an insurance policy beneficiary check,
Did he?
right?
Oh, I didn't know
What?
that.
$10,000 beneficiary check. He was a beneficiary for, I believe it was his grandfather when he died, and that $10,000 turned into a multi-million dollar
Yes.
mogul, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it could literally change the trajectory of your last name if you make good investments and decide that my family's not going to continue to be a last name tied to poverty.
Wow. Absolutely. Wow.
Wow.
So
And for
let me
30,
say
40,
this,
$50 dollars a month,
yeah.
that can happen, right?
because
So
I know this about your company, because there are different types of burial companies versus, levels and I would say integrity. So there's
Mhm.
one thing that your company has that some others don't. You belong to an organization that literally helps people save money. Can you talk
that's
to us
right.
about that?
Yeah.
The Funeral Consumer Guardian Society, absolutely.
And does everybody
They,
belong?
everybody that has a policy with us automatically is a part of this program.
But I mean,
These
do
are the
other
people.
companies have that?
Absolutely not. We are the
Mhm.
only ones. They are
Okay.
exclusive to Lincoln Heritage. And Lincoln Heritage has a 4.5 out of 5-star rating with the Better Business Bureau, not from the BBB, though. These are from the beneficiaries, y'all, that have been left behind. We ask them to rate their experience with our company online so that people will know what type of service they receive from us. The
Okay.
next closest company after us has a 2.1 rating.
Oh,
That's not good.
that's crazy.
Now, I always ask everybody, when you going out to eat, are you going to the restaurant that has a 4.5 stars out of 5 or 2 stars out of 5?
Right. 4.5.
Right.
Right, right,
4.5.
right.
Now,
It's a lot. Right.
right. So if you wouldn't put it inside of you, why would you protect your life with it? Right.
Absolutely.
Make sure that you know where your money is being spent. Because if insurance companies going to take real good care of the person paying them every month,
Okay.
they're going to be kind to you. They're going to be nice to you.
Right.
But sometimes they ain't even kind of nice to you. How long will it take them to pick up the phone for you? How long are you on hold? Does anybody call you back when you need them to? Who's your agent? Do you know them personally? Have they built a relationship with you? Because all of these things are important.
Yes,
People will
they
buy
are.
insurance over the phone and never know who they purchased from.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
Well, now they just expecting or thinking that this company's going to do what they say, but you don't even know who you bought it from.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So there's no relationship there. Now, when you die, your loved ones have to sue that company to get your policy paid out to them.
Wow. Wow.
Can you give us an example of how you save the money, your company?
Oh, yes. So just an example, the casket by itself. When you pass away, sis, you just buried your father. And again, I'm sorry for your loss, Rochelle. You know you've dealt with this. A casket by itself is going to cost you anywhere from $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, right, by
We're
itself.
looking at them.
Now, people may sometimes they rent them, you know,
rent a
but then when
casket?
you can rent a casket, but you got to pay all the cleaning expenses for that
Okay.
because they already rented to somebody else. So they gonna almost charge you what you paid to rent it, to clean it, to get it ready for the next people.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you can actually pay for and have your loved one buried in a casket equal to and identical to the one that they have in the funeral home, in that pretty room with the lights on it and it's glistening and shining and the gold handles look beautiful and
Right.
all that. Our company would actually ship one to the funeral home identical to that for a fraction of the cost, because technically they're only paying anywhere from $900 to maybe $2,000 tops for those caskets. You're charging $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $10, $12,000 for them though.
Whew.
So
Wow.
Our clients pay what the funeral homes pay. If they pay $800 for it, you're going to pay $800 for it.
Really?
And that's how we
Okay.
save them a significant amount of money because, you know, that same casket, if you picked it out in the funeral home, it's going to cost you $4,500.
Mhm.
But
Wow.
all they paid for it was $1,500.
So
And
let
that's
me
because
ask
y'all
you
belong to
this.
that organization. You have that power. And I know because I've looked
Absolutely.
it up. It's based
Yep.
on your integrity that they even offer this service.
Oh, yes. We have funeral advocates, professionals that go in and negotiate those prices down.
Mhm.
So when my grandmother died, they saved our family almost $6,000.
Wow.
Her funeral went from $14,000 to a little over $8,000 for everything.
Now, are you
Wow.
just in North Carolina? What if someone in
No, ma'am.
Jersey want to get burial insurance through your company? Like, how do we go about that?
So Lincoln is in all 50 states,
Mhm.
and you know, the Providences and all of that. But my agency, Jam Agency,
Mhm.
we are in 7 states.
Okay.
The following states are where I am able to take care of you. If you are in North Carolina, South Carolina,
Mhm.
in Georgia,
Okay.
in Virginia, in Pennsylvania,
Okay.
in Maryland, New Jersey.
Hey,
New
Woo,
Jersey,
I
woo,
was
yes,
waiting.
ma'am.
I was
woo,
like, are we on the list?
Mhm.
What's going on
New
here?
Jersey, I am licensed in New
Okay.
Jersey, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And the state of Indiana, where I am born and raised. So
Okay.
those are the states where I currently am able to cover anyone that would like to make sure that their loved ones are well taken care of. And I've watched this process now a few times. I've had some people leave here on me,
Mm.
and I've been able to watch this process. And the gratitude that comes back to me has
Right.
changed my life,
I can
right?
imagine.
Wow.
I can
Because
imagine.
they come back and then 4, 5, 6 beneficiaries of the client's loved ones now want a policy because
Mhm.
we put them together. We did everything they wanted to the letter.
Right.
Because not only do we help save money, we make sure that everything is the way you want it. I tell all my bosses, okay, boss ladies, you get to tell everybody what to do even after you're not here anymore.
That's
Because we're
right.
going to do everything the way you want it. One client said, I don't want no flowers. I'm allergic to them. I
Oh,
be
wow.
sneezed and woke up and scared everybody at the church.
They said they don't want to
No,
sneeze. They
she
don't want to
did
wake up
not.
and sneeze.
Now, do
So to
you?
Miss Betty, I think they take your
And run us
sneezer
all
out,
out
but
of there.
okay,
Right.
we
No
won't
flowers.
make you sneeze.
I don't want no
In case
bugs
they
around
forget to
No
me.
take your
bugs.
You got a
sneezer
sense
out,
of
we will
humor for
not.
real.
Yeah,
Oh
Wow.
man.
but we gave her. She wanted a firework display
Oh
at her
Wow.
funeral
nice.
because she loved the 4th of July.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So we had a firework display at the head of her casket, a wreath of fireworks,
Really?
and she wanted to be cremated after her funeral. She
Mhm.
wanted her family to be with her, and then she wanted to go be cremated. So when we rolled her out of there, they set off that firework display for her as she headed to the crematory because that's what she wanted.
Wow.
Wow.
We also had a sparkler in everybody's program for them to
Oh,
light the sparklers for
that was
her. Well,
nice.
they rolled her.
Oh, you froze up on us. Oh, there you go. Wait.
She's
Jerrita,
frozen.
you frozen.
Ooh!
She'll come back in a second, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me text her.
She probably
Everybody
talking.
knows
There
what
she
they
go. Look,
want.
she was talking.
You was frozen for a minute.
You was frozen.
Oh,
I tell you, we
oh, I
still
was
stuck in that.
frozen.
Listen, we still
Technology,
got a
yeah.
2-hour delay tomorrow because the ice still on the streets.
Oh
So,
Lord, look.
oh yeah, yeah. You
I was
good?
just saying,
You good?
nobody's kids ever want to talk about that. You know,
Mhm.
them no longer being here. Y'all kids don't
Right.
want to talk about
Right.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, but it's something that we have to address, and we're not. Nobody said you have to be old to die. So
Yeah.
you just make sure everybody covered while they got
Now you
Yeah.
in the
have
best
another
possible.
business
Mhm.
as well. We about to run out of time. I'm looking. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh my goodness.
Oh
You
yeah,
have
oh yeah.
another,
Well,
the other business.
girl, because I love what I do so much,
Right.
right?
Right.
But my organization, I
Yes.
literally am working to establish entrepreneurs. That's what I'm
Mhm.
trying to do. We
Right.
can decrease recidivism.
Okay.
If they've ever been in any trouble, if they've ever been in front of a judge for any reason,
Mm-hmm.
make sure they never go back in front of another one.
Okay.
I want a
Because
hand clap on that. Woo!
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna find their passions, going to develop those passions and turn them into entrepreneurial style earning opportunities for them, get them
Okay.
certified and trained. get them with professionals, tie them in, have them a mentor. We teach them about money, how to make it work for them. Training agents and getting them licensed so that they can be licensed agents to be able to make money in the field where I am.
Okay.
I've trained over 60 people to do that and pass the exam the first time. We have chefs, we have barbers, we have landscapers, just whatever, the psychiatric tests they are there would be a good passionate fit for them to be able to grow in. That's what we tie them to.
So
and we make sure that they never go back.
Jerrita, so how does that process work? Are these people that are coming out of incarceration? Are these people that are homeless and, by default or what have you, trying to get back on their feet? How do they come to you? How does your process work? They come to you through what methods?
So a lot of times they're referred to us from, like if they have a probation officer and a parole officer and things like that.
Okay.
We have connections within that realm to say, hey, I got a good candidate that might be a good fit for your program.
Okay.
They have to be willing to do the psychiatric assessment because we can't fix what's wrong if we don't address where the issue started.
Absolutely.
Right?
Okay.
And once we address where the trauma started, we can now work on.
It's North Carolina down there. What are you guys doing in North Carolina?
I'm telling you, man. I think that's why my pick is messed up.
What she's saying is so good.
It is.
She
but I want to ask her.
She's still talking.
But I want to ask her, how does entrepreneurs become what she is? I'm gonna tell her how. We want to know how entrepreneurs can be what you are.
Yes, Jerrita, you was frozen.
I don't know how. I apologize. I think some Gary going with this weather here. I guess.
Yeah, I just said that in North Carolina. Rochelle had a question for you.
Okay.
So I want to know, how does our mindset as people that have this passion like you, how can they get into this field, this business?
Right, both of them, the Burrio and the one you was talking about, right?
Well, I mean, they are more than welcome to reach out to me. I'll be glad to get them connected with the right resources. I do have a website that, I'll be glad to make sure you guys get so you can,
say it now, Jerrita. Say it. We live. Let everybody know now. Go ahead.
I know that's right. It's going to be funeraladvantageagent.com/Jerrita_McClain. So if you go there, you'll be able to pull up my website. Again, that's funeraladvantageagent.com/Jerrita_McClain.
So will put that in the comments for everybody.
Yeah. You can pull me up and spell my name there.
No, that's right.
Yeah, buddy.
You can pull me up and definitely. There's a place where you can go in, you can review me, you can review our company, you can put in an inquiry request to be contacted, and it would come directly to me.
Automation.
I can, for anyone that may want coverage for themselves, if they have a sick parent or loved one, because the only thing I didn't tell you was I could take care of anyone, no matter what illness they have.
Oh, yes, that's correct. That's right. That's
everyone can get coverage with us. And if you're in North Carolina, we can write HIV as well. And if they don't live in North Carolina, but they have HIV and they willing to come visit me, I can write them a policy while they standing on North Carolina soil.
That's true too.
Awesome.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So, you are an awesome guest.
Any illness, cancer, heart disease, strokes, anything, I can take care of everybody. So.
Text me that information again. I want to put it in the chat.
Yeah.
I have one question for you. Does your
company
work with like cemetery plots? Do you help down to that level as well?
Oh, that's a good question.
Okay.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, with the policies we write, you can designate where every dollar goes. I had one lady that put $500 to the side to pay for the chicken for her repast.
Really?
Well, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, you can designate where every dollar goes, right? Oh yeah.
That's all right. You that person, girl. We need to know you.
Girl, you know
that person. And before you go, we have to ask you our closing question, which is
yes.
It's called the CEO checkout. Like how we have CEO
Yes.
check-in, it's the CEO checkout. The question
Yes,
is,
ma'am.
as a CEO, I'm still learning what, and I'm unlearning what.
As a CEO, I'm still learning how to get out of the roll your sleeves up and get out there in the trenches with them.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
because I love what I do so much that even as I'm training my new agents, 'cause I do have 8 agents that work under me now, I still get right out there with them, right? So, despite being a CEO, I don't mind getting my hands dirty.
Absolutely.
And I'm learning to unlearn that employee mindset because you know the transition has to happen,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You know and I literally have the tag. They call me Boss Lady, because I got my nephew made me a shirt to say Lady Boss, so they'll call me Lady Boss or Boss Lady, and I'll be like, look around because I'm looking for somebody else. I'm still in the trenches with them, right? Like, oh, they talking to me, right? So, yeah, those are the and continuing to just let God do what He does, and I just stay in obedience and let Him use me how He sees fit.
And our
Absolutely.
mindset is said very important information.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Definitely.
We had an awesome guest. We really, really thank you for being here with us. We'll have your information in the comment section for any of our mindsetters that want to get in touch with you, including us on the panel, because it sounds like
Yes.
that's something that's,
Yes,
that's-
ma'am.
that we need to have, because I was under the
Absolutely.
impression before you that life insurance was going to cover whatever, but I didn't realize that, like you said, you may not get the policy yet, so you need that 24-hour money that's going to kick in, and help you out with all
we
the
the gap
expenses.
insurance. I
That's
call us
what
the
it
gap
is.
The gap
insurance.
The gap
insurance.
That's
insurance.
I
right.
love it. I love
That's
it.
right.
It makes
Thank y'all
sense.
so much for having me.
Thank
So
you.
we're gonna
welcome.
do
Mindsetters, thank you.
mindset.
Okay.
Is she gonna do our name drop?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
she can
yes.
do our name drop, and then I'll do the closing. So our name drop, you have to say the name of your company and who you are. I'm Jerrita with my company, and I'm with Mind the Business That Pays You podcast.
I got you.
So you can
All
go
right.
now.
All right. This is Jerrita McClain, CEO of the Jam Agency, and I am with Mind the Business That Pays You.
Well, all
Thank y'all for
right.
having me.
That was a good one. Thank you
That
so
was a
much.
good one.
And
That was a good one.
Mindsetters,
Thank
make sure
y'all.
you
Thank
turn
y'all
in.
for having me.
Tune in next week. We have our guest will be the celebrity impersonator CP Lacey. Our topic is one man, many legends, the business of becoming everyone. So make sure you
Awesome.
tune in. He's awesome. If you don't know him, you will get to know him. He can do an impersonation of anybody. Stevie
Wow.
Wonder, James Brown, I mean anybody, and look exactly like them while he's doing the impersonation.
Scary, too,
yeah,
ain't
it is. So make sure you tune in next week. He's going to be an awesome guest. And if anything we said to you today resonates with you or aligns with your mission, make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube page. Our link is in the subscription. And never be too busy to mind the business that pays you. Good night.
Good night. Good
Thank
night.
you.
Great show.
Our people walk in power, we gon' blow up. No fear, no doubt, we gon' show up. Set your boundaries, shine bright, no fright. Unapologetic, we fight for what's right. Family keeper, that's a state of mind. Power protection all by design. Family keeper, we rise, we shine. Power protection all by design. Mind the business that pays